Round 2 action from the Starcross Cup. This is game 2 between Sage6 and Hon3ynuts. Hon3ynuts took game 1. So now we're seeing a switch in factions. Hon3ynuts going with US forces, Sage going with Ostia and going for R2G2. He's already fielded a couple squads of that. In fact 3 squads, so he's going heavy into R2G2, and unlike Birdme who went for a machine gun reasonably early.
Rifle squad ready for action.
R2G2 seem to be quite popular. I think the main precipitating change is that now they get their accuracy bonus in garrisons, whereas that didn't used to be the case. So they're strong, very strong. Don't have to put down any tech structures. You can call them in. In fact, by not building tech structure, you can field even more troops, even quicker, and really gain a strong early game advantage. Does leave you slightly vulnerable to light vehicle play, of course, because you don't have access to the Panzerfaust. But it's US forces, it's not like you have any M3s to worry about. And by the time they get to the M20, you can usually have the 222 to counter it. Anyway, first engagement here, Resistance vs Pioneers at close range. Resistance get the first kill, but Pioneers doing far more damage. MP40s will be victorious. Here come a flanking squad R2G2 to tilt the scales even further in Sage's favour. R2G2 going to try 2v1 this rifle squad here. These rifles holding their heels though. Oh, he's going to jump into this big garrison here. This, I think they call this Marcus's house. One of the admins on Kotu.org. These rear echelons going, not rear echelons, R2G2 going far north, trying to get behind this heavy cover up here. And you can see the effect already on the minimap. Huge territory control for Sage already. R2G2 playing a tricky game here, trying to cap that munitions point, but try and stay in cover at the same time. Maybe they could put down trench. Unlike the British forces trench though, they can be turned against you, so may not be the best play. R2G2 going to lose this engagement here against these rifles. And those are Vetter rifles, that's rifle company rifles for Hon3ynuts. Fresh squad of those also rolling onto the field. So he's going with a 4 rifle opening, very strong. That means he's not going to be fielding himself in M20 most likely. Usually you only see 3 rifles with the M20. Maybe going for a captain build. 4 rifles much more common with the captain, or maybe going straight for the anti-aircraft half-track, which is also pretty good against R2G2 because anti-aircraft half-track pretty good against the 222. Also the Flamer half-track. Looks like Sage does back tech, or not really back tech, just tech to tier 1. So we'll have access to those Panzerfaust. He's also fielded himself an artillery officer. I mean, this is a very rare sight. Look at him strutting down the field. So those field officers do have 3 Grenadier models and 1 officer model. So DPS isn't too terrible. Just that 1 officer with the pistol slightly lowering their DPS compared to a regular Grenadier squad. I believe their variancy also doesn't make them much better. I don't know. Apparently they do gain combat bonuses from vetting up. Thought they more gained these cooldown time changes, but that's not the case anyway. Engagement going on here. Riflemen more than a match for these R2G2 once again. And whoa, these guys camping this cutoff here. R2G2 running for cover, running for the big garrison in the centre.
Enemy forces are securing our territory.
All these R2G2 squads extremely low, so Sage's going to have to invest quite a lot of manpower
taking our
healing those up.
territory.
Flamethrower squad and officer on the scene. Charging across the road here.
We have a fresh grenadier squad.
Probably going to turn this engagement back into Sage's favour. Probably going to lose this Ostripan squad though. Sage does Hon3ynuts does kind of get in this garrison, kind of risky with that flamethrower pioneer squad there. And your squad's on such a low amount of health. Oh, but here comes a huge push from Sage straight down the centre with all this Ostripan. It's a formidable force here. Sage still hasn't ticked up, interesting to see. Perhaps sensing that Hon3ynuts is going with the captain build. Maybe he's going to go straight for a P4.
The bunker has been converted to an emergency medical station.
Kind of curious though that he just didn't tick up even one tier, just in case Hon3ynuts did field the M20. Just in case, then he would have been able to build that 222 in response. But I suppose he did have the access to the Faust, having back-ticked to tier 1, so kind of did have himself covered. Capping going on here in the south, and that's actually Squad of Grenadiers now, so Sage transitioning out of Ostrupen. And he's actually, I mean, that's a very heavy infantry play from Sage.
We are losing a sector.
Hon3ynuts getting pretty close to their fuel for a Stuart. I imagine if that'll probably be his next purchase.
We have been granted access to superior arms.
Ostrupen engaging against these rear echelons, closing to close range, trying to get that cover bonus.
Taking our territory.
Who will win at this range though? Ostrupen now pulling ahead. Flamethrower riflemen engaging Ostrupen and flamethrower pioneers. Oh, look how much damage they're taking there. In heavy cover, they're getting that bonus damage. They're going down fast. Pioneers winning that engagement quite handily. In those situations, probably best to just get out of cover. Damage off the Ostrupen is negligible, really.
The enemy has broken our supply lines.
You actually take less damage from flamethrowers when you're in negative cover, a little known fact. But you'll take more damage from the other weapons, so it's kind of a catch-22. Ostrupen versus Captain going on here. It's going to be a slow engagement. Sage has such a commanding map control right now. This is really impressive stuff. Just gone so heavily into Ostrupen and tier 1. It seems to be paying dividends, honestly. Stuart's about to hit the field. It's maybe too little too late though.
We have captured a sector.
Enemy on the attack.
Flamethrower squad's charging straight down the centre. There's a couple good bursts off on the officer. Oh. Officer model goes down there, getting torched by that flamethrower. Telemine going down here on the road. Ooh, I wonder if Hon3ynuts spotted that with the Stuart. Maybe so.
Enemy forces are securing
Sage abandons hope there of trying to get that down. Of course, Hon3ynuts does not have any rear echelons anymore, so he doesn't have anything to sweep these tellers with. What else is Sage doing for tech? He has teched up, so maybe he's going to go for that fast P4.
Let up. The enemy still has 300 points.
Maybe even a stroke would suffice. Or a flak panzer. He's got many options available to him. Rough grenade easily dodged there by Hon3ynuts. And it's going to be pretty much a full retreat here from Sage. Oh, but here comes a big old blob coming straight out of his base. Hon3ynuts doing some frontline repairs on that Stuart. Wants to get that Faust critical off it ASAP. This is a tough spot here for Sage because he needs to be in heavy cover to get this damage bonus on his Osttrooper, but at the same time they'll take so much extra damage from those flamethrowers. Tough spot to be in. And Rifle Company in that way is a very good counter to Osttrooper. Those flamethrowers, such a good counter to Osttrooper, which they so heavily rely on being in cover. Stuart trying to kite these squads, trying to inflict bleed at the same time, doing a pretty good job. Up to 6 kills already. 7. And that's going to be a pack howitzer for Hon3ynuts. Good choice. While he tries to save up fuel for his next major tech investment, I imagine. Faust once again slowing down the Stuart's progress, also making it unable to chase the squad and potentially get the wipe, so nicely done there by Sage. Also putting down 2 Talonmines here in the north. It's a no-fly zone for the Stuart. Osttrooper losing to these riflemen here in the centre. Got a pretty nasty retreat path as well. Down to 1 man, but they will survive. Looks like Sage is trying to bait that Stuart in to one of these Talonmines. Is Hon3ynuts going to fall for the bait though? It is a flak panzer for Sage. Roaring straight down the centre. Does that gain a bonus from this officer? Didn't even know that. It's so rare that you even see an officer being built. Flak panzer pumping away at the Stuart there, forcing that back. Stuart knows that it needs the captain around if it wants to try and duke it out against the flak panzer. Hon3ynuts in a tough spot, already below half his victory points. 226 remaining. Still, Packhouse are working miracles, suppressing these squads as they try to advance straight down the centre. Oh! Those guys are feeling bold, trying to get another Faust off perhaps on that ambulance. Oh, Packhouse shot connects with the Ostwind. May take an AT grenade here. No, just going to disengage. Kind of surprising. Feel that if he did AT grenade it, he could probably follow up with the Stuart and the captain and win. Oh man, that flak panzer made mincemeat of that rifle squad. In one short burst, it just knocked them all out. I suppose it was 3 bursts, but it was in quick succession, and down they go. Do end up dropping their flamethrowers, so it's going to be double flamethrowers for this rifle squad. That's going to be hot. Oh, back out the shot, nicely done there. M1 connects with the flak panzer. Stuart could perhaps go in for the kill. He's racing down the road, in fact. Perhaps going to activate shell shock here. No. No, very late he activates shell shock. Far too late there. Ends up taking a Panzerfaust. So I think Hon3ynuts making a bit of a misplay there. Maybe he could have got the flak panzer too late activating the shell shock on the Stuart.
The enemy is taking our territory.
You see his rifle squad a little bit close here as well. I think the AoE was only reconnecting with those left 2 Osttrooper models. And Hon3ynuts just feeling so overwhelmed by all these Osttrooper, and he just hasn't managed to collect any map control so far. What happened to the pack howitzer? Oh, got cleared. Now Hon3ynuts going to try to recruit it here, but I mean he's got this LMG rifle squad here. I mean green squad here, and whoa, what just went? I think the captain just went down somewhere and I missed it. I think this is probably gonna be GG here, or in fact, well, that's definitely gonna be GG. The Stuart takes a bazooka shot and then he Panzerfaust, and it's gonna be GG. So the series is 1-1. Go to game 3, the big decider.